Have you ever wondered what makes music work? Why pushing the valves on a trumpet or sliding your fingers on a guitar string can create so many beautiful different sounds? Well, in order to find out, we have to do a little bit of learning about the science behind music. The answer has to do with something called acoustics. Acoustics is a branch of physics that has to deal with the properties of sound. You see, all sound is caused by vibration. When you pluck a guitar string, the string vibrates, which causes waves to bounce through the air and into your ears. All instruments create and amplify vibrations in one way or another. Brass instruments, like the trumpet, trombone, or tuba, create vibrations by the player buzzing their lips into a mouthpiece, which is amplified by the rest of the horn. String instruments, like the violin, cello, and double bass, can create vibrations either by plucking the strings or by dragging a bow across them. This vibration is amplified by the hollow wooden body of the instruments. Woodwind instruments create sound by blowing air through thin wooden reeds, which are also amplified by the body of the instrument. One of the most basic rules about acoustics is, the larger the vibrating surface, the lower the sound. So, because this tuba is so much bigger than this trumpet, it sounds much lower. How much lower, you ask? A B-flat trumpet's lowest note is a G3, which looks like this. The tuba's lowest note is a D1, which looks like this. This is because the trumpet is made up of about 4.5 feet of tubing, while the main tube of a B-flat tuba is about 18 feet long. So let's get back to acoustics. The tuba is much larger than the trumpet, and so it creates much longer, slower waves of vibrations that hit your ears. But instruments can raise their pitch by shortening the length of the vibrating material. Brass instruments do this with valves that control the airflow, but it's easier to understand with string instruments, like the guitar. Guitars have 6 differently pitched strings. You can change the note a string plays by pushing down on it, effectively shortening it. So, because of acoustics, when you shorten the guitar string, you get a higher sound. Again, most instruments have ways of shortening the length of their vibrating surface, which is how they change the notes they play. String instruments can shorten a string by pressing on it with a finger. Woodwind instruments shorten the vibrating body of the instrument by letting the air escape through tone holes along the body of the instrument instead of at the bell. Brass instruments create a similar effect by depressing valves that close or open different lengths of tubing for the air to move through. So, let's review what we've learned. Acoustics is the branch of physics that studies sound. All sound is caused by vibration. All instruments create vibrations in some way or another, whether it be by buzzing your lips, plucking a string, or blowing through a reed. The larger the vibrating surface, the lower the sound. Many instruments change.
Created using Powtoon.